Hi all, I'm Deepika, working as assistant professor in IT department. Today I'm here to take a lecture about the introduction to data mining. Let me start with what is a data. A data is nothing but a raw fact. In the modern era, the data is available in every form like text, media, then image files, etc. What the thing is, how can I organize those data in order to transform into an useful information, and the further processing of the information leads to our knowledge. What are the different types of information means? From the data, how can I get a useful patterns and interesting patterns? Patterns I say here is a different format. Then next one I can go for different kinds of data. As I said, it is in the form of text, it is in the form of image, or it's in the form of even video is also a kind of data. And the main thing is the data mining process is very important in order to deal or process or analyze all this kind of data. In data mining process, I should say there are certain steps. There are 5 basic steps in any data mining process. Number 1 is data cleaning. Number 2, data integration. Number 3, data selection. Number 4, it is data transformation. Number 5, it is data mining, and at last I go for the knowledge representation. Let me explain these steps one by one. Let me take the first one, which is a data cleaning process. Every data is available in different formats. Like it may be with noise or without noise, or it is uncleared or something, it may be a blurred, all kinds of data are available in our real world. In data cleaning process, I should avoid the noise or unexpected data from the given data resource. So in order to do that, I have certain techniques or applications or certain tools in order to clean those data. Next one, I have to go for integration. Integration here means there are multiple resources or multiple, even you can go for Google. In daily day-to-day update, we have multiple queries or data being uploaded in Google, maybe in the form of image or text or video. So I have to integrate all the related data into a particular thing. So this data integration is also another important step. The next one I go for data selection. That is, what is my perspective? I should select the related data from those multiple resources. Next, I go for transformation. In transformation, I have to convert all these kind of data into a needed format, that is my desired format, so that my particular algorithm will take those data as an input and it gives a processed output. Next one is data mining, which is very important thing. Here I have certain functionalities like classification, clustering, predictive, association rules, certain other algorithms in order to obtain the knowledge base. Here it is the knowledge representation. Given any data, it should be transferred into your desired output like visualization, or it may be an audio file, or it may be a diagrammatic representation or chart or flow chart, or it may be a text also. So these 6 steps are very important in any data mining process. After this, let me go for the applications of data mining. It is used in business intelligence, it is used in finance, marketing, so and so. Every field is dealing only with data processing. Next, issues. Again, I have some issues in data, like what about the scalability, what about the security, and again, there are all different domains that are dealing with this data mining process. The next one, I have completely dealt with the steps in data mining. Next, let me go for the functionalities. The functionalities deals like, number 1 is classification, number 2, clustering, number 3, outliers or outlier analysis. Classification means there are multiple data. I have certain algorithms for classifying, like a priori algorithm, FP growth algorithm, so and so. After the next one is clustering. Clustering means how I am grouping all those data. Again, I have some algorithms for the like K-means algorithm, K-medoids algorithm, Birch algorithm, so and so. Next one is outliers. Before going into this, let me say what is an outlier. An outlier means some data which do not compile with my basic characteristics of the grouped data is said to be an outlier. Again, this outlier, why I should analyze those outlier because this outlier are sometimes very interesting. They are useful. They also have some prescribed or expected pattern for the researchers. So this outlier analysis, again, it is a very important thing in case of any data mining. The next one is data mining tools. As we are aware, how I can take all this data into account, how I can process this data and I can obtain the output, and many tools are available in real life like R programming, RapidMiner, of course Vega, MATLAB, it is again we can use for data mining. These tools are readily available. Now we have another one thing which is said to be big data. Big data is nothing but having a luminous amount of data. Then I have to deal with this big data. For this I have one more technique. Big data tools like Hadoop, Hadoop distributed systems, then MongoDB. All these, MongoDB is unstructured DB, like it is not like our normal relational DBMS, it is an unstructured thing and it can handle a luminous amount of data and can process all those data to get the output. Then after this I can go for the main thing which is said to be association. What is association? One data which can be related with the other attributes presented in that multiple resources is said to be association. Like I can extract association rules. Why should I extract that association rules? Means I should get a proper knowledge. Because anyways my ultimate aim is to obtain the knowledge from the available data. For this knowledge I have certain other techniques which acts as a knowledge base. That is ontology. What is ontology? It is a formal explicit representation of a shared conceptualization. So all these techniques deals about the techniques or data deals about the introduction about data mining. So I can conclude my lecture. Thank you.